Good evening, collective, and welcome to Fire Moon Tarot with Dainty Dell. I come to you. This is about 1 a.m. on July 4th. The intention for this video is to be the first video on my tarot channel. And the goal of my channel is to provide as much guidance, as much spiritual awareness, and just growth through love and integration as much as I can for anyone who is here for those messages. Of course, the messages are going to be what they are, and we're going to try to navigate, and I will try my best to provide clarity as I can with my knowledge and experience. Of course, this is not legal advice. This is not medical advice. This is mainly for entertainment purposes, but in every form of life, in everything you do, you can find messages and guidance if it's there for you. So, again, for legal purposes, this cannot be taken as medical or legal advice, which I won't provide, mind you. And it is for entertainment. All right? So, tonight's, I kind of want to start with some dice. So, if any, I guess the dice in a heart. If the number 8 means something to you, then there you go. If any of these dice come to you and make sense to you, then this will probably be for your reading. It is a collective reading, so whatever comes out. We have the number 1, we have the number 4, we have the number 2. And I love this dice. It's so unique. I love that. Let's roll one more time. And we have the number 8. Oh, that one fell to the side. So I guess the number 1, the number 4, the number 5, the number 1, the number 4. Okay, well, it's heavy on the 1s and the 4s, and the 8s have made an appearance. So if those numbers mean anything to you, this is probably your reading. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with tarot. I'm going to use a spread that I made myself. So whatever comes out for the collective, whatever they need to hear. Not my best shuffle. That shuffle wasn't sending its best, so let's try that one more again. A little better. All right, let's see. What is this reading about? Oh, wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Cups. A lot of energy came out right away. A lot of people. We have the King of Swords. We open with the King of Swords. We close with the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Wow. This is kind of like dual energy here. Like, we got like you're thinking, like mental and worldly, right? And then in between that, we have energy movement. We have finding balance through giving and receiving. And then we have going out on an adventure. Very interesting here. So this could pertain to the amount of energy you're putting into something at work. Maybe you're planning on a little bit of an adventure, but you're so worried about making sure our home is taken care of. You're doing a lot of thinking. You're trying to be as fair as just as you can in your pursuit of something. your pursuit of balance, but it's like balance in the workplace, balance in the home. Um, mm, let's pull another line. We have the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So there's a lot of people here. So the King of Swords is, air sign, Gemini. Why am I thinking Aries? I know it's not Aries. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Queen of Pentacles is Earth. The King is Earth, also Earth. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The Page is fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the Four of Wands here. You know, collective, there's a lot of people thinking about you. You're on the top of a lot of people's minds. And it could be a couple of air signs, a couple of fire signs. I don't see any water signs here. And a couple of earth signs. Now we do have the King of Pentacles, which is like earthly stability. With the Queen of Pentacles, that's a pairing. And then the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is also another pairing. It could be some kind of, there's a lot of people here thinking about you. A lot of thinking about you, but it's not just on the physical realm. They're thinking about you ethereally as well. And with the Seven of Cups here, that's like there's a lot of opportunity for your growth, right? With the Page of Wands, but and there may be people like they're like, I don't want to say on your side. I'm hearing that, but I really want to lean to they're rooting for you. That's what it is. They're rooting for you. So there's several people here that are rooting for you. Wow. And this is definitely work, collective. This is work, and this is about something that it's something from the past. Hmm. I want to shuffle. So when I keep thinking about this Four of Swords, because while Four of Swords is like rest, meditation, like giving yourself a little breather, it can also, like, it's right before the Five of Swords, right? So it's like the calm before the storm. And the Five of Swords is all about self, like winning at any cost, like, but it's even like you turn on yourself, you give up your morals, your values in order to succeed. The Five of Swords is not on this deck, I mean on this spread yet, but with the Four of Swords immediately followed by the Seven of Swords, it's like a lot of energy, and it's on top of the Page of Wands. It's like a lot of energy has been pulled from opportunities. Now, whether or not these opportunities were in front of you or maybe in front of someone else and you pulled them, that's not quite clear yet. But it's definitely closed expansion with the Three of Wands here. And then the Four of Wands right on top of that. It may be something where you can come back around and triumph. Wow. Oh, this could also be something that you're thinking heavily about. Like, this is in your head. Like, and that's the other thing about the Seven of Cups. It's like delusion, but this isn't delusion about what you're, it's almost like delusion about what you're capable of. Almost, right? Like, you're not sure if you're going to be able to triumph. You're not sure if you're going to be able to But with it laying on top of the Six of Pentacles, it makes me feel like the options or the delusions about the options can be clarified with something. Oh, this is so weird. That's the thing with tarot. Like, the messages can be jumbled. We'll clarify. We'll clarify. This has happened before where the message isn't quite right. Like, it isn't quite clear. I'm going to finish this spread out and then I might start over because there's something here not quite right. Okay, let's keep going. And this was on the bottom of the deck earlier. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Empress. Okay. I want to check this. The Page of Pentacles, sorry, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is Capricorn Sun. So this is the energy of like, you're being restrained in some way, or like you're carrying a heavy burden. But this is like, it's like, this is stinginess, right? Like the Four of Pentacles is like holding on, not wanting to grow, not wanting to change. It's like financially stingy and withholding, but also emotionally stingy and withholding, spiritually. Like, if this is just like restriction, right? Which Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so obviously, but followed by the Ten of Wands. This is like a very burdensome energy being placed on you. And the fact that it's over, you know, your opportunities, and it's over your balance, and the King of Pentacles, it's like you are trying to find emotional, not emotional, earthly stability. And this energy here is like bogging you down, holding you down, keeping you from like really, but this is, so the interest, I'm going to get clarity on these two, but the interesting thing about that is like, part of our growth is when things are heavy, we have to push through, right? So even in your darkest hour, your most like, the struggles that you go through, you have to like fight, right? And sometimes with the Page of Pentacles, it's like that energy is ramping back up, right? Sorry, the Page of Wands, that energy is right. You have to cultivate the energy for yourself and like push through. Now, the Page of Cups, you know, I want to see something. What is the Page of Cups? So this is any water sign, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which I said, well, water signs aren't here yet. Well, now they are. Now they are. This could be an apology. This could be a sweet conversation. This could be making amends. This could be using emotional awareness to kind of like make the situation better. So that's the thing. Like, if, like, let's say there is an actual person like actively trying to get between you and your money, or get between you and your goals, or get between you and your opportunities and options, you can, of course, it'll be harder for you to fight through that, because sometimes it's not even the person's that actually doing anything. It's just their thoughts about you could be like infringing on your energy, right? But you can push through that by choosing to walk light, right? Like earlier I was saying, like, if you could fight through some things, but you don't have to fight through it, right? Because you can, the other option is, right, you can just go, I'll let people be who they are. And you know, meander on your way. That's always an option. And maybe even the experience with the Empress on the back and the world at the bottom and the Emperor. Wait, so many major arcanas. So with this kind of energy, and I'll let them all three show. And what is this? The Knight of Wands? Yeah. And the Queen of Wands. I'll let them all three show. With this kind of energy, it's only a matter of time. And when you choose to show up as the Empress, and this is the Empress is just an energy of like loving kindness, choosing to be optimistic, choosing to nurture, even when, you know, sometimes people don't deserve it. You can nurture from a distance. You can wish people well and never interact with them again, right? So with that kind of Empress energy being here, like kind of like speaking over the reading, it's almost like this could be the turnaround that you get by choosing to shift on how you maneuver in the situation, right? If any of this is sounding like it makes sense, but there's definitely like an energy of something is not quite right here. Like if the moon comes out, I wouldn't be surprised, because that's always a card of like things are not what they seem, right? Let me see if there's any blockages. Okay. Okay. So the blockages, a conversation needs to happen, and then there's like a risk. Like, risk is the right word, but there needs to be a conversation and then a start over. But I don't know if that's always going to be. Let me pull. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say with the Page of Wands, I'm going to ask for clarity on these, because this one is really intense. This is supposed to be like a fun whatever comes out, but collective, if you're going after something, let's say you are applying for a car, like you're going to, you know, try to get a car. I would say keep that to yourself. Keep your plans to yourself until you already have it done. Like whatever's done is done. You're like, oh, you know, I won the lottery for whatever, you know, and then you can move forward with that. Like the blockages is like the conversation, the lack of conversation, and then the exposures is like starting anew. Can we get some? Look, let me get some more on the Fool. Can I get some? Actually, I want more on both the Fool and the Page of Cups. Can I get some more info on the Fool and the Page of Cups? This is very like weird. The Fool and the Page of Cups. Let's see. Wow. Okay. So with the Fool, it's a decision that has to be made about whether or not you want to start over. But it's also like choosing what you want to see and what you don't. So more in the Page of Cups. Another set of twos. There's a lot up in the air right now. Ugh. The Hanged One at the bottom of the deck. That's like self-sacrifice. That's like, you know, throwing in the towel. That's like shifting perspective. Like throwing in the towel and then shifting perspective, right? Like giving up. The Hanged One. And then just kind of letting things flow. What's underneath that? Three of Swords, yeah. Listen, it's not an easy road, right? But this energy is very stagnant. It's like murky energy. And it's almost like you're not getting like the fullness of the situation. You don't know everything. I want to get more clarity. Hold on. Can I get more on this King? Ooh, I was going to say King of Swords and a card already fell out. Queen of Coins again. Queen of Coins again. Okay. This is definitely something about nurturing and home. And maybe it has to do with your home. Two of Wands. Remember I was saying the Three of Wands is after the Two of Wands? This King of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands is like a, how do you call it? It's like an imbalance, right? Like the king is very intellectual and the queen is very earthbound. Like she feels, well, like when I say feel, I don't mean like emotionally feel, right? But also the queen is very emotional. Well, I shouldn't say emotional. She is emotionally aware. It's very like earthbound, like it's about homemakers, kind of like that kind of vibe. But with the Two of Wands, it's some kind of planning. It's like a preparation. So maybe this King of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles, I said King of Pentacles. This King of Swords and this Queen of Pentacles are planning some kind of conversation, planning some kind of, or maybe they're planning to have a conversation. They're planning to offer some options here. Give me more of this Queen of Pentacles on this side. Let's see what we got for the Queen of Pentacles on this side. This is like heavy energy right now. The Nine of Coins and the Lovers. Okay, listen. Collective, I think you are the Queen of Pentacles in this, and that's why it's come out again. I think the Queen of Pentacles is not gender-based. So I'm a man, I'm not a queen. No, it's energetic. With the Lovers here, which it's soulmate connection, but it also talks about a choice. And maybe right now at this stage, your soulmate is yourself. Maybe you're in the energy of healing your soul, because the Nine of Coins is like after you've done all the hard labor, you've planted, you've sowed, you've reaped, you've reaped, and then you can now sit and rest. You can honor rest. You can enjoy what you've cultivated, right? And that's why the Queen of Pentacles is here. In order for you to really enjoy it, you might have to go on a trip, right? Because the Three of Wands is also voyages, right? There may be money involved, but the money isn't necessarily given to you. It's money that you've earned doing something. You've put in the work, you've used your brain, you've used your creativity to get there, and then the money comes in, and then you can take this trip and you can rest. But there's this energy still around of like you're being pulled in one direction. I can't quite say, which is always like a thing. Like I can't quite say for sure this is this or that is that. But there's two things I know. A conversation needs to be had, and there needs to be some time of rest and appreciation. Let me see about this Seven of Cups. Anything we can get on the Seven of Cups for the collective? Like, but this person is in your energy, and they're I don't want to say wreaking havoc, but they're definitely causing some delays with what you're going after. Which maybe that's what I should ask. Why is this person in your energy? Let's get on that Seven of Cups, and then we're going to ask that question. Seven of Cups. Back to the Two of Pentacles. So there was an opportunity in front of you. You may feel like you missed the opportunity, but it wasn't a good opportunity. It wasn't something that's to your benefit. But now you're back in that Two of Pentacles energy. You have a lot you're juggling on your plate, right? Maybe you're venturing it off into many different things, and you need to streamline. But the thing about that is, I don't think you need to streamline. I think you need to open yourself up to all possibilities with that Seven of Cups. And then the thing that makes you feel the most in your Nine of Pentacles energy, in your Nine of Coin energy, you need to focus on that. That doesn't mean leave those other things to the wayside. It just means Give more of your energy to that. But let's ask, why is this okay. Why is this person in your energy? Or these people? Because there's a lot of people on here. Why are these people in your energy, collective? Ooh, she came right out. We have the Four of Cups and the Chariot. So someone that's missing you, and they want some kind of, they want positive movement forward. They want a conversation, and they want, but see, with that Knight of Swords, sometimes it's like not genuine, because the Knight rushes in, right? He's not like, he doesn't pace himself and survey the situation. It's like, oh, I want this thing, let me go after it. And this Eight of Pentacles is like, by any means necessary. But this could also be you working, like literally at work working, and this person's trying to reach you, trying to have a conversation with you, but you're not focused on that right now. See how all of these are facing one way? These two are facing one way. These two are facing another way. This person misses you, but they're going about trying to get back in your energy all the wrong ways. Like they're not, there's a lack of conversation, a lack of authenticity, and they're not willing to make the risk. And if they take the risk, they know something is going to be exposed. If they go, okay, let me have this conversation, they may not be able to lie the way they want to, or to be able to blindside you the way they want to. So they're choosing to just kind of like rush in and maybe kind of like overwhelm you. And then you're kind of like, oh, well, maybe you doubt yourself, you doubt what you feel, you doubt your intuition, and you go, okay, maybe. And this doesn't even mean it's a romantic connection. This could be work. This could be platonic friends. This could be a family member. This could be one of your kids. You know, it's definitely a deceptive energy, if nothing else. It's very deceptive. It's not showing up plainly. Give me about this Eight of Wands. Justice and the Emperor. So that Eight of Wands is energetically, something has to come to balance. So the Emperor, I love this card because the Emperor is all the kings in one, but it's the best version of all those kings. And if I'm not mistaken, the story of the Emperor is like, he was like shunned by his home, and then he had to go out on his own and then build something. He built he basically built a kingdom, I want to say, but I don't like using that term. He built a life for himself where he could stand confidently on his own 2 feet. And maybe that's what needs to happen. In order for justice to come in, you have to be able to stand confidently on your own 2 feet, which I feel like, from what I'm seeing, you might already are, or you might be doing that, like in the process of that. Yeah. Let's get some tarot advice and we're going to go to some oracle cards. Wow, I thought this was going to be a fun one, guys. I always want a fun, happy, well, you know what? And that could be the energy of it. Maybe you're a very light person and this person has come into your life, whether or not they've always been there, or if you recently met them, which just doesn't feel recent at all. This is an energy that has been with you. This is not, it could even be like an old friend. A friend that's been with you a long time. But this energy, and so the funny thing about how this energy would work is if you are trying to, let's say you start on a new endeavor, you're going to now sell plants or whatever. This is the type of energy where your plants are dying and you don't know why. Like you're following all the steps and you're just like, why are these plants dying? Even though you're choosing love and light, your plants are still dying and you're wondering, well, why are my plants dying? Like I can't get any sales out of it because I try to build this nursery and that's not working. But maybe because that's not where your energy is needed. Maybe your energy, like I was saying with this to streamline, maybe your energy is not needed in necessarily the planting and the selling of the plants, but maybe you should be making a garden for yourself, right? Maybe you're trying to commercialize and capitalize, on something, consumerize it, and it's not meant for that. It's just meant for your soul. With the remember I said earlier, maybe right now in your journey, you are your own soulmate. Maybe that's what it could be, a lot of soul healing work. And once you do that soul healing work, things fall into place. With justice here, justice could be like literally like earthly legal matters, but it could also be energetic justice of bringing you back into balance with yourself. This is heavy stuff. This is heavy, heavy stuff. But if there is an earth sign, an air sign, which is just earth and air that have come up, that's Gemini, that's Libra. This is Aries, which I told you there was fire out here already with the Page of Wands. A lot of earth. And this is Cancer. The Chariot is Cancer, but that energy is not as heavy. And maybe that's where the mask is, right? Maybe the energy that's not as heavy is really doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But how would you know? Which is why self-focus and self-determination is so important in this particular read. Yeah. Streamline your energy to yourself and promoting how you get your shit done. And then everything will be made clear to you. But let me ask, do you even know what's going on here? Do you even know what is this like bogged down energy? Do you know? Oh, Seven of Pentacles try to come out. Didn't quite make it. Oh, see? Not even the shuffle's clean. Oh, two cards. I was trying to pull one, but two's coming out, so. The Sun and the Nine of Swords. You just know that you're stressed out. You just know that you're not as happy as you once were. You just know that things aren't as joyful as they used to be. And you're heavy in your mind. Like a lot of thinking, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Sleepless nights, you're losing sleep. You don't really know why. Bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. Under the Hanged Man, the Tower. It would probably completely surprise you. And the Hanged Man is Pisces. Let's see. What does the collective need to know? What do you need to know? We know what you don't know. What do you need to know? Okay. 3 cards are trying to come out. I was trying to get 1. 3 is coming out. So we'll take them. Oh, the Empress again. Okay. You know who you are, collective. You're certain about that. You know what your boundaries are. You know what you won't tolerate. You know that the light that you seek is already within you. You know that you can find it by going on your way to love. Like, and this is not like romantic love. This is love of self. This is love of experience. This is love of the journey. That's what you know. You're sure of that. You also know that you can create. And even with the Five of Swords here, like, remember I said the Five of Swords is all about, like, at any cost, like, by any means necessary, you're going to just do whatever you can to win. That's not you. And look, the Justice card is here again. You're going to let justice play out however it's meant to. And you're just going to be happy, finding friends. Well, I should say being with friends, going on your merry way. You're not desperate. You're not willing to win at the cost of your character. That's what you know. But that's also what's keeping you grounded. That's a very good thing. That's a very good thing. Let's get some hearts, our stone hearts. And then let's get some charms, which I just got the charms. I'm so excited about it. Hopefully, the intent of how I want to use these charms comes out. Oh, before that, let's get some oracle cards. Let's get some oracle. What's the advice for the collective? Anything the collective can help the collective on their journey after this reading, knowing that there's a stagnant energy within them, kind of like pulling them down. Okay. Inner peace, patience, choice, healing. I'm going to read them all. Let's go to inner peace. Oop, it opened right up to it. It opened right up to inner peace. Okay. This card represents a state of tranquility and serenity found within yourself despite external circumstances. What did I say? About you knowing who you are and you know where your light comes from. You can cultivate inner peace by embracing the present moment with acceptance and gratitude. Remember, inner peace isn't something you have to find. It's something you rediscover. True serenity arises from that. Practice meditation, mindfulness, and breathing techniques. And then you can read the affirmation here. We're going to go into patience. Patience is putting up a fight. Wait. Be still. If you drew this card, it's best not to take any action. Haziness covers your current path and it's too difficult to see what lies ahead. What did I say? You don't know. Nothing is clear to you right now. And even in the reading, it was very jumbled. Wow. Slow down and pause. Do your best to remain patient. Everything will unfold just as it's meant to, according to a higher excitement. Wait, that seems like 2 pages together. According to a higher plan. The practice of remaining calm while awaiting the fruition of your desires will lead to inner peace and spiritual maturity. Now we doubling back to the original card. Wow. Let's go to choice. Choice emphasizes the power of free will and the importance of making conscious decisions that align with your values and intention. What did I say about that? What did I say? You know who you are. You know what your boundaries are. It's a reminder that your choice shapes your reality and destiny. So take control of your life and make a choice. Whatever you choose will be right for you. And then there's your affirmation. And the last card, the bottom of the deck, healing. Which who in this life is without healing? Who can maneuver in this world without healing? We must heal, right? You are on a journey of self-discovery, evolution, and restoration of wholeness and spiritual levels. You are ready to unblock blocks and move beyond to greater heights. Practice self-love. Didn't I say that? Practice self-love by releasing past wounds and allowing the light of healing to penetrate every cell. Wow. And that's your affirmation. Listen. Just going to wish upon a star. We're just going to listen. We're going to leave it like this, collective. Continue to focus on yourself. Continue to harness your energy to push yourself forward. Ignore the what do they call it? The chatter. Ignore everything else. Focus on yourself. If you have a goal in mind or something you're thinking about doing, just fucking do it. Make the choice and do it, and then let everything else fall to the wayside. Let's get you some charms, Empress. Since the Queen of Pentacles came out for you twice, Empress. Let's get you some charms. And let's, oops. The number 6 fell out. Oops. Got a little. The letter L. And I'm going to put this on here, but this is our little, that's obsidian if I'm not mistaken. M, F, T, 3, U, S, C, 7, 9. Okay? Let's get you some. I'm gonna just quickly look at the charms. We're just gonna pour out a little bit, just not a lot, just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, that's it. That's it with the charms. We got the sun, We got the moon with the wolf howling. We got the moon again. Remember I said I would be surprised if the moon didn't come out? And the moon said, I'm going to show my face regardless of what way. I got to come out. We have a sunflower, which several of these cards have sunflowers, if I'm not mistaken. We have a skull. Something is dead and dying. We have just a little red, so if you like the color red. We got the, I don't know. I call this the doctor mask, but I don't know what it's called. We got the Dia de los Muertos. I also don't know what this is, but I should probably look that up. A couple stars, a couple mushrooms. You got a safety pin. Oh, this I know. Wednesdays might be important to you, or if you really like the Addams Family. The safety pin represents security. It represents safety also, and it represents sometimes holding things together. Then we got a little 4-leaf clover for you, which is good luck. We got a nice little black bone, a nice little acorn. We got a little wooden ring. Can it even fit on? Look it. Look it. So cute. And then we got a shell. Don't let your anxiety lead you astray. Ground and harness that energy to do the things you need to do to push yourself forward. Okay, collective? Bye-bye.